So good morning. So today we are going to be discuss the basic principles of this network and what is a cryptography. So how came this one? We will see that. So here in the unit one we have a security goals and the security cryptography attacks and the services and mechanisms and mathematics of cryptography. Why the mathematics is plays a major role in this cryptography. So here we are going to be learn so many algorithms how to protect the data. So we know what is a network, data communication and network. We know that what is a network, what are the types of network. So connections, how it will be. So how we are going to be transfer data from one system to another system. In a various ways we are going to be doing. So everything we are going to be transfer. So if I am going to be transfer the data, the sender, for example, I am a sender, the receiver is going to be receive the data. This in between sender and receiver, somebody third person is going to be interact. Somebody third person is going to be know the data of sender and receivers. Then this is known as a attack. So that is known as a hacking. We know that hacking. So somebody hacked my website, somebody hacked my data, somebody hacked. So how the fraud, network fraud is there. So in order to control this network fraud, we are going to be use some cryptographic techniques. What is that we will see. So before moving this, so I have one simple theory. This one. I think my screen is visible to everyone. The screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is a thing. Is about a network. So what you observe in this? So we have a globe. In the globe, we have so many lines are there, no? So that is the signals. So that dots are there, no? White dots. That white dots known as a, for example, you can access points. We can have access points. So we are connecting one to one. So can anyone say that what is the definition of network? Even if in our previous class, it also we discussed what is a network also. What is a network? So connection of one or more systems are interconnected, then it is known as a network. It may be wired or wireless. So wired means one system to another system, we have some physical connection. Then we can know as wired communication. If we don't have any media in between, so for example, we can call air is a media in between the two devices or in between two nodes. So why I am calling again devices and nodes means node mean we can have mobile also, we can call it as a node. PC call as a node. So everything we can conclude as a node. So which is system, even if for example a sensor we are placing to collect the data always. The sensor also is a one node. So transmitting the data from one node to another node. So it may be a wire or wireless. So this is a way we have connected. So we already know that a lot of data is going to be generated for each second and each day and each year and each month, everything. Nowadays, it is size of the data is very large. We already know that. So what is the size of the data? How much of data is? So every person, every human being is going to be created data. The data is transferring from one, that is a human being, to the world. We can call somewhere where we are going to be stored. So in the previous class, I shown you some picture about how to store. I shown some 4 floors are there. How the data is going to be stored. These are some diagram. I told the same the day itself. We have Google is going to be offer a rack service. So for example, see this, how the information is going to be stored. So how we are going to be store our money in a birva. The same way here, the data is going to be stored in a racks. This is the way the Google is going to be organize the data. See that every racks are there. How the library we have a racks now. The same way here we have a racks to store the data. So like that, it is a one building or 3 or 4 floors of building is contains the racks. Now we know that data size is very Zeta and petabytes of data is going to be generating. So we need to store everything. No? Even it is wired or wireless, we are going to be store something. Something data need to store a physical. So Google having how much of data? Can you know that? Google having how much of data? We are accessing that Google through one www.google.com. So is that every data is going to be fixed into our system? Whether your system is able to store the total Google data? No. So that is everywhere we need some physical storage. So somewhere we are going to be called it is a, for example, we are having some domain. In the domain we are storing, we are not offering any physical storage in our system. We are offering some cloud services. So even though the cloud is there, the cloud backup should be there, no? So in the Google file system we discussed about. So if one file is going to be created, then definitely there is a replicas is going to be created. So what is the default replica size? 3. So if the file is there, definitely it is the 3 places it is going to be stored. So any power fault, any system fault is going to be happen. So we can retrieve the data from the other nodes, that is the other servers. So that's why the replica concept came to the picture. So if the total 1 GB data we need to store something. So if 1 GB data is going to be created, then definitely we need how much of data need to store? 3 GB of data. So 1 GB definitely we need another 3 replicas. The same 1 GB data we need to place in a 3 places. So that is the known as size. Even the petabytes of data is going to be generated. Again, the petabytes of data needs to storage again and again. So that is information storage is also a very crucial. So the information is storing. So we are not going to be physically how we are going to be keep our money into our birua. So we are having some physical money, we are going to be taken to put into a birua. So we are doing some physical. So the same way, are you going to be put in any physical data? For example, your audio file is there in your mobile. Are you going to be keep take audio file and you are going to be keep in your birua for storing? For example, you are going to be store your photos in Google. Are you physically you are going to be handle and you are going to be keep it in your Google locker? No, it is not going to be like that. Something we are going to be sent from one place to another place. For example, in our PC2, we are going to be store the data into the Google Photos. We don't have a direct connection to Google to your system. We have some path. We have some network link. Through the network link, we are going to be stored there. If we are storing like this, so there we have a problem of hacking. That is thefting our data. Data losses is going to be. So what is this data loss? For example, see here. So increased security branches. See that data breaches. For example, see that data records lost or stolen in 2014. In 1 year, 2014. See that the number. This much of data was lost. Compared to 2015, it is 21% more. Also. Sorry, 81% more in 2015. So where this data is going to be handled means where the data was lost. Means 90% of data in a large organization, 74% of data from the small businesses. So we already know that the rapid increase in data, the data is increasing. So definitely somebody is going to be theft the data. So that's why they say that 1 year, how many records was, how much records of data was lost. So that's why we have security. So increased security branches. So even if so, how the antiviruses are more important nowadays. Why the antivirus came to a network? So what is a virus? Can anyone define that virus? What is a virus? In one line definition, can anyone define what is a virus? simple meaning of virus is it is an unwanted file which corrupt the wanted files. So some unwanted file is going to be created or sent by some other to your system or your mobile phone, whatever it is, your node. That node is going to be unwanted, but it is going to be take the wanted files and it is going to be make it corrupt. We are not going to be used later. So that is securities needed. See that security threats. So where this main fall, for example, our college is there. So total how many opens are there to enter into college? Only one gate, for example. So there we are going to be making security people are going to be stand who are all coming and who are all going. So that is a way we can. So for example, somebody enter into the college, he wanted to escape from the college. What he do? So hostlers very well know about this. So they have to see that where the wall is very less height. For example, in surroundings, total college surroundings, we have a wall with fencing, for example. Wall we have and fencing we have. So where the person want to escape from, so where the less fencing is there, where the height of the wall is very less, where the people is not going to be observed. So the persons are going to be identified the loopholes the same way where the security threats is going to be happen. Means, for example, see that in the hardware components, maybe we have a security threat. In a network components, we have a security threats. In the system software, we have that is the operating system and hypervisors. So these hypervisors was discussed in the cloud computing concept. What is the hypervisor? So there is also a type of hardware. So we will know in the cloud computing. Then what are the applications we are going to be installed? So simply we are using an operating system. What operating system is a platform for all other applications. We are installing an operating system for only we are doing what are the things in operating system that only we are going to be used? No, we are going to be install some applications in the operating system. Then we are going to be so some other peripherals. What is the peripherals means? Maybe a printer. So what are the external devices? That is the input output devices are there. These output devices, all input devices are known as a peripherals. So see that attacker need to target the weakest link of the chain. So where the attacker can, so that only I starting itself I told. So if the fencing and wall is there around you, so you are trying to escape from the place. So what do you have to think that? So we have to see that where is the fencing is less and where the height of the wall is very less, where the persons are not going to be observed. So such places are going to be identified. Same way in the network also, the attacker needs to target the weakest link of the chain. So see that the link where it is going to be. So have you observed here? The link is weak. So such type of places are going to be identify the attacker and they are going to be see that what we have to do and how we can enter into the network, how we are going to be escape. No, same way how we can enter into the network and how to theft the data. See that so many places are there. So why difficult to prevent? See that. So here in the network we need some network security. In a hardware we need a hardware security. In a system software we need a system security. In applications we need OS operating system security. We need a cloud security. Somewhere we are going to be stored in the cloud. We need a cloud security. For example, what is simple cloud security? I will give a simple example. For example, we are giving some Google sign in. So it is always gives how many times you are logged in, how many times you are logged out, how much of data is going to be stored in that. Everything is there. No? So everyone have the multi authentication for your Google. So my good suggestion. Everyone go with your Google sign in with multi authentication. So what is this multi authentication? once somebody is logged in with your Gmail, is automatically it is entered into a code. So how many of them using internet banking? For example, you can go any SBI internet banking. Once you are logged in, definitely it will came to your message. What? So your SBI login. If you are not, immediately you can change your password, or immediately you can complain that one. Even if you are going to be withdraw money from ATM, what is going to be? Immediately it is going to be a message. So you are withdraw some 1,000 rupees from in the particular ATM machine. If you are not, please call to this and cancel your transaction, or else your card is used in a particular time and particular day. So if you are not, you can call to this number or you can block your card. So everything is going to be. So that is a cloud. So cloud information is going to be shared all those things. No? So in operating system, we want to secure your operating system. We need to install some antivirus in your system. Are you going to be install antivirus in ATM machine where you are going to be withdraw money? For example, you are using a website. So website is nothing but a cloud where we are going to be store the website data. In a cloud, we are going to be stored. So how we are going to be secure your cloud data? Are you going to be provide any antivirus for your website? You can install antivirus in your system to secure. That is in point of view network it will come. So cloud, everything is going to be monitored by them only. So particular, for example, SBI is going to be have a security branch. There they are going to be see what is the transactions is going to be happen. So who is the authorized persons is going to be. So now we can see what is the you already know that what is the data confidentiality, integrity, and all those things. No? That also we will discuss one by one. So this is in website we have web security. In DBMS, that is the database management tables. Database is there, no? So in database we have DBMS security and embedded security for peripherals we are going to be using. There we are going to be using embedded security. So these are the places we need a security. See that we have a globe, we have a satellite, we have a communication is going to be happen. If the communication is going to be happen, some communication is nothing but data is going to be transferred from one place to another place. If the data is going to be transferred, somebody wants your data. Somebody wants to theft your data. So it is simple, nothing but how you are going to be save your money in your bureau. So some thief are coming are going to be theft your money. The same way in the network they are going to be theft data. So nowadays, even if money in a digital manner, is also if data is theft, money is theft. No? The same concept. So now we can come to what is a cryptography. So a crucial component in all security systems, fundamental components to achieve. What is the confidentiality? So see that allows authorized users to access the data. Allows authorized users to access the data. That is known as a confidential. So here we have some of authentication. So what is authentications? So for example, your username, your password, your mobile number, you are getting OTP from you. So the user can have authentication through that credentials. We have another word is known as credentials. Basic credentials are a proper credentials. So basic credentials means while we are entering, for example, in order to create a Gmail, so we need to enter your name, username, and you have to set your passwords. You need to give your date of birth, and you have to give your country, everything. This is the basic things we are going to be provided while we are going to be registered. Once it is registered, they are going to be give some authentications. So that is a username and password. So everything we are going to be create. So once we are creating, once we back with the signing, so everything is going to be checked whether the person is authenticated or not. The person is authorized user or not is going to be given by the confidential. So what is the next one? Can anyone remember? Data integrity. So please go and if you want to note down, we can note down in a single line. It gives all the meaning of this. The confidentiality means allows only authorized users to access the data. For example, in the concept of security, we can come. So for example, we are making everyone having an ID card. So what is the need of ID card? So in order to enter into the college, we need to show the ID card, then we can enter. If ID card is not there, how can remember that you are from this college? The ID card is authentication. If you show that one, then only you can enter. So that's why we used to ask in the gate itself, you can wear your ID card while entering into the college. So that is the meaning of that. So authorized users means, so those who are having here we have, for example, how to find out these authorization means. So those credentials is given by you or it is approved by the person who has a background. For example, internet banking. We need to create your username and password with your basic details. What are maybe a date of birth, maybe a phone number, all those things we are going to be giving, and we are going to be generate username and password. So that's why everything. Don't share your OTP. Don't share your passwords. Don't share your CVs for card. So how can I know that? So if your basic details are there, if you are not able to access, then that is a fault of you. Then you need to change everything. If the username and password is misused by someone, how can I know the people? So that's why immediately now we have various types of authentications are there. For example, if you withdraw money from your ATM, immediately you are going to be get a message. If you are log into your internet banking, each and every time it is going to be gives alert message whether you are not. Even if you Gmail also, if you go to your Gmail and you can see the accounts management, there we can see that in how many places your Gmail was login, how many places now present is login. For example, simply you can daily if you are using your same laptop, your own laptop, even if I don't use a password daily to access my Gmail, simply I can click Gmail and it automatically open. Even if mobile, how many of them using a mobile with the Gmail daily using a password to no, just it is the default, it is going to be. If you go to Google management, account management, there we can see that your account is in particular mobile, in your in the system in a particular place, it is going to be login. Everything is going to be recorded. So please, if you have time, weekly once or twice, you can check your Google management wherever you are login, wherever you are login. So maybe some other systems you are used, you are unfortunately logged out. Maybe it is background, it is going to be seen by someone. So once again, I'm going to be tell to all of you. So you are in the internet of era. You are in the world of internet. You are in the communications. So if you are knowing the things, okay, it is not going to be happen. If you think if you live simply, definitely it is going to be happen something fault with it. Please be very careful about your networks. How we are going to be accessed, even if a cards and a debit card or credit card, all those things, even if net banking, everything if you are using. So simply, if you are connected to internet, your data is open to all. If you are connected to internet, that means your data is open to all. Even if your mobile is connected through internet, your data can stolen by anyone. So who are the people know the well known about how to hack your mobile. You can easily hack your mobile. So if your internet, the meaning is your data is open. So how the data is open means, so the data, those who have a capability of hack your data, then they can easily get your data. So that's why only various multiple authentications are there to secure your data. So one of my suggestion is everyone do with your Google with multi authentication. So if once again, if wherever you are logging, so it definitely is Google is giving 6 digits OTP for login each and every time. So that is another one is integrity. What is data integrity? Cryptography can be used to ensure that only authorized user to make modifications. Who can change the data? The first one is who can access the data. So why we want to access the data? So in order to do something operations, in order to know about the data, in order to view about the data, in order to store the data, whatever it, we are performing operations on data, that modifications who wants to do means the persons who are entered with authentications clearly, that person only is going to be okay. So who can modify the data? So even we are storing the data in online, so that is we are storing the data in Google. So who can change the data? Who can modify the data? So if your data you need to change. So how can access your data? So by using your own credentials, you are going to be log into your Google, then you can change the data. So for instance, to bank account numbers. Can you change your bank account number? Can you deposit? Can you withdraw? We can have some of the limited authentication to access your data. You cannot change your account number. Account number is once it is fixed, it is going to be there. So later, if you want to, you don't want that number, you need to close that particular account. You need to open a new account. So that is who can modifications. That is known as a data integrity. Then another one, can anyone remember what is another one? So the authentications. So who is going to be accessing the data? That is the confidentiality. So what is the authentication means? See that we have a key to access a locker. So what is the monitor is there? That is a simple diagram. Cryptography helps to provide identities. How to identify? For example, how to identify you or from CR Reddy College of Engineering student. For example, outside how we are going to be identified. If you show your ID card, we can you are identified by the person. You are the student of CR Reddy College of Engineering. Okay, so that is helps. What are the keys? For example, you are logged into your Gmail app. So how you can know that you are the correct one? So you know the username and you know the password, then only you can enter. Can I enter your Gmail? Okay, if you say your username and password, I can enter. But if you are keeping your credentials are keep safe, then I cannot enter your Gmail. No? So that is providing identities, true identities. Then another one is about non-repetitions. What is the non-repetition? So simply, for example, so I am teaching the class. Okay, is okay. So for example, in WhatsApp, I am sending some messages. So it is reached to all. Simply I said, if I did not send the message, what is going to be happen? Can you believe that? You simply saying something reasons, no? Yes, today you came too late. We are asking, so we are monitoring and we are saying you came too late. No, we came early. Sir, I came by 9 o'clock, I came by 10 o'clock, exactly 10 o'clock. So how? So if you came, there is monitoring, that is a thing, it is going to be capture, that time. So if you produce a records or reports, so in what time you are logging in, what time you are logged out, how many minutes you are in the class, everything is going to be monitored. So once the data is sent, see that the diagram, I did not send that. Then who sent it? For example, the two friends are going to be talk through the WhatsApp or through the phone call or whatever it may be. Some conversation is going to be happening between both the people. So you listen or you get some message from him. So he is simply asking, did you send this message? So once he got the message, he is going to be asking, did you send? If he simply said, I did not send, how? Then who is sent that? So that is a thing of non-repetition. So we cannot claim that I did not send the message. For example, simple, we ask you. So for example, who is 94? For example, we don't have any 94. If the 75 is there or 76 are there. With the 75, I think I saw a lot of times, 75, the two members are going to be logging. For example, somebody send a message in the previous, I think 10 days or 15 days back. Sir, somebody log in the same my register number, some other is logged in. So how can I? So we cannot claim that I didn't log in. So same way, once the data is sended, for example, మీ పేరు మీద నుంచి డేటా వచ్చిందంటే అది మీరు పంపించినట్టు అవుతుంది కదా. నేను పంపించలేదని నేను చెప్పలేను కదా, ఎందుకంటే నీ పేరుతోటి డేటా నా దగ్గరకు వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, నువ్వే పంపించావు నేను అనుకుంటా. ఇప్పుడు సింపుల్, ఇక్కడ మనకి మీ పర్టికులర్ పర్సన్ లాగిన్ అవుతున్నారని నాకేం తెలియదు కదా, మీరు ఎలా లాగిన్ అవుతున్నారో మీకు తెలుసు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద థింగ్, we cannot make that. So then another one is about a schema of confidentiality. Is somebody, anyone having doubt? Anyone having doubt? Okay. So schema of confidentiality. So we already know that what is confidentiality. So some authorized people to access the data. For example, I think in this total cryptographic concept, you have to familiar with the two names, Alice and Bob. So see that. So Alice is sending a message to Bob with some untrusted communication. In between, Marley is going to be know the data. So for example, he simply, so what the data is sending, what the data is going, in what time is going to be sending, is what time is going to be, and so everything is known, but he cannot do anything with the data. So that's why the dotted line is there. So he can observe and he can monitor. So there is Alice wants to send a message to Bob and only to Bob through untrusted communication. So this communication is not a trusted communication. So Alice wants to send a message here to Bob. So in between may some other known, because the communication link is not a trusted one. Communication link is not a trusted one. So we make a trust. For example, simply you are sending a letter to your friend. Simply writing your friend name and you are simply, for example, you are sending a letter to, for example, Eluru. Simply you can write your friend name and you can send Eluru. You can write Eluru and you can send it. It will reach to your friend. That is a proper address to send? No. So we need to confirm it in which place and which area, which street, everything. If you know confirm, then we can send it. Or else simply you can without posting, without writing an address to address, simply post it. Where it will go? If If you are not wearing ID card, how you can know that you are a student of CR Reddy College of Engineering? So if, for example, I'm new staff entering to your class. I want to know that whether you are a student of particular year or not. You wear your, yes sir, this is my ID card, I am the student of this class. So if confidentiality where it is going to be last meant, the person who is going to be send the data some untrusted network. See that? So how we can make it trusted? So here very well known two operations are encryption and decryption. So what is the encryption? Encryption is converting from plain text to ciphertext. Another decryption is from ciphertext to plain text. See that here Alice is sending a message to Bob. So this is a, even if it is an untrusted communication link also, but he is going to be do some encryption. Is going to be, for example, some modification with the data, input data. Is going to be use some encryption algorithm, and is going to be send even that untrusted link also. So for example, he is going to be, he is going to be cut the data and he is going to be send splits of data to. Now Alice is informing that, so wherever he cut the message, that cutting things is going to be sent. So here the cutting things are nothing but keys. So he is going to be do some encryption algorithm. Is going to be converted from the original text to ciphertext. See that ciphertext, how it will be the form, maybe in a different form. So can you know that what is the, can you read it? What is that? Hash percentage AR3X F34 and tab symbol and dollar symbol. So what is the meaning of this one? This is the ciphertext. So different form of this one. So we know that how we can convert it, everything we have in depth and in details about. So we have various substitution methods and various methods are there to converting from this plain text to ciphertext. So decryption means the same key if you are using are different keys also. So for example, using one key is going to be do the encryption, with one key is going to be decryption. It may be a same key or different key. So that is also different concept is there. The same key or different key also. So that is a symmetric and asymmetric concept is there. It is a same key or different key also. See that? So the message is going to be sent. It is encrypted. Then the encrypted data is going to be sent untrusted communication link also. See that? Only see the ciphertext, cannot get the plain text message because we don't know what is the key. We don't know what is the. So see that what is that KE and KD means, what is the encryption key and decryption key. So only Alice knows the encryption key. Yes or no? So because with the plain text using encryption key is going to be converted into a ciphertext. This key known by Alice. The KD, that is the decryption key, is known by the Bob in order to decrypt from ciphertext to plain text. Then another concept is, so what are the algorithms are there? So we have so many algorithms to so converting this concept encryption and decryption. So see that should easy to compute Alice Bobs who known the key, should difficult to compute the Morley who does not know the key. So what is the difficult? In ideal case, to prove that the probability of Morley determine the encryption or decryption keys no better in a random guess. So you need to guess now. For example, what is the first letter hash? So what is the message in the first letter? So A. So now A is converted into a hash. So what is the concept? What is the conversion? What is the probability of getting this one? For example, simple meaning. So I'm going to be say that. So I'm going to be read see that 1, 2, 3 is the original number. I am sending something, for example, 5, 6, 7 is the ciphertext. So again, I need 1, 2, 3 and simple, very simple, very simple. So what is that? 1 is going to be replaced 5 and 2 is going to be replaced 6 and 3 is going to be replaced 7. What is that? What is the difference between 1 and 5? So for example, 4. What is the difference between 6 and 2? Difference is 4. What is the difference between 7 and 3? Difference is 4. So now I can say that the key is 4. I think you can write any competitive exams, they're going to be asked alphabets. So for example, encryption is going to be converted in encryption is going to be translated into a particular word. Then what is the word for decryption? So now how I can know that? So with these concepts, for example, same in a letters also. For example, A, B, C. For example, A is, for example, we can conclude that 1 to 26 we have alphabets. 1 to 26 we have. What is the A number? 1. For example, if I am adding, the key is, for example, 15. What is the number? 1 plus 15 is 16. What is the 16th key? 16th alphabet, for example, something here. So, for example, for B is 2. For 2 plus 15, what is the next one? Here. Okay. Okay. So if it is going like this, we need to send messages in a secret method. So if we are going to be, so that key 4 is to know that whether Marley is no or not. So the Alice is going to be do the key the 4 and Bob is going to be decrypt using 4 key. The data is going to be. So this is a concept of. So this is the way we can have background some mathematical. So that's why in the first unit we have mathematical. So we have some mathematical algorithms to improve this encryption and decryption algorithms. So how attack? So can Marley use the tricks to break the algorithm? There is reducing difficulty to getting the keys. So we have a number of probabilities. How many number of probabilities are there to get the? So now we have in alphabets we have 26. So for replacing one alphabet by all other 25, yes or no, total 26. A is going to be replaced by remaining 25 characters. Then the probability is 25 factorial. Yes or no? So if you toss a coin, what is the probability of getting a head? So 1 by 2, 0.5. No? The same way here also we need to, the hacker is to know that the probability of getting one character with the other characters. So the 25th factor. So the encryption keys are there. So if the keys are, how the keys are managed. How does the Alice and Bob's select the keys? Need algorithm for exchange. So what is the KE and KD? So how two keys are going to be managed? Encryption keys. See that we have a cipher. So that's why I already told that there is a keys are there, KD and KE. So if the same key is using both Alice and Bob's, then we can know that is as a symmetric algorithms. In asymmetric, if the KE and KD are different, then we have asymmetric algorithms. So for example, here ciphertext is DES and AES and present, and stream ciphers are A1, gain, etc. We have some of the algorithms are there here for asymmetric, and symmetric we have RSA algorithm and ECC algorithm. So these are the examples of symmetric and asymmetric. So how we are going to be implement these cipher implementation? So cryptography is always on overhead. Our security algorithms needs to become computation intensive. Design challenges, performance, size, power, algorithms to achieve. You need to know how much of data is going to be transferred. So what is the size of the key? So what algorithm you are going to, how much of efficiency of algorithm you are going to be used to secure the data. Everything will happen. So encryption devices. So how? So maybe phone calls. See that power consumption, radiation devices, and execution times. All those things. So get information by monitoring these channels. So how the persons are going to be interacting between means through these some devices they are going to be used and they are going to be get the data from these communication. So we have side channels. So how the data is going to be, we already know that the data is analog signals. Analog signals is going to be converted into digital signals. Always the digital signal is going to be transferred in the network. So we already know that the networks layers. We have physical layer, data link layer, okay, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layers. So that is, see that. So how to design? We want to encrypt algorithms are fast and small. For security, algorithms are more computational intensive, typically used for large number of complex operations. Need to protect against the side channel attacks. So I already told you, if you are open, your data is open to network. So there is a challenge is how the hackers are going to be get your data. So understood the diagram. So data is in between. So who is want to trying to access your data? So if your data is more secure, so it is more secure more time. Even if there some unwanted persons are going to be enter also, your data is secure. Nobody cannot be enter into. So that's why to hold where the hackers is going to be hack means where the network is, where which point of view the network is weak, where we can easily enter into the network. So that type of places are always searching. So see that the cryptography study, this one, the total cryptography study, mathematics plus engineering is known as a cryptography. So mathematics, electrical engineering, and computer science engineering is total known as cryptography. We have an additional, we are going to be use some physics. So that is out of this one. It may use optionally, it may use also. This is about the total about cryptography, why we want to learn a cryptography. So what is a security? Why we want to secure our data? So everything is this. Okay. So tomorrow we can see what is in next class we can see what are the types of attacks. So we have two types of attacks, active and passive attacks. We will see in the next class. Okay. So anyone having doubt? Anyone having doubt? You can tell me. Yes. Anyone having doubt? And one more small announcement to everyone. You have our MC class by 11 o'clock. Ma'am asked you to inform. Ma'am,
Sir.
okay?
Okay, sir.
Also, you also
See, all of
can
you join by 11 for MC class. Sir, as sir announced, all of you join by 11.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Ma'am, you can post in WhatsApp also, then you can. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you all. Have a nice day.